That was super annoying. Give me a second, and I'm pulling up YouTube, and I'll start notifying everybody that you're up and going.
Right.
I'm just waiting for. There you go. You're live on the tube.
Good. Good.
All
Good.
right.
Good.
So.
I'll share this too. All right. So, from what you're seeing right now, you should be seeing one of the sketch covers. This is the delivery, today's delivery. We got Batman, Hush 2.
Yeah.
Ellie, thank you for being back.
Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties, but you know how it is. Sometimes things just happen.
Things just happen. Set me up for failure. And then look.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious about that one because I haven't read it yet, so I'll have to get to reading the reviews and stuff. Oh, the artwork sucks.
Yeah, it does. So I'm just going to have to do really good on the cover because honestly, I flip through the books every time I get it, and nothing.
That's the same artist that did like that Silver Surfer like quite a while back, like when he first encountered Null.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, I don't like that guy's art at all. But hey, Joseph, welcome in, man.
Joseph, what up, bud? We're gonna finish your Swamp Thing today. So today has been a freaking headache. I bought this label maker so I can have official labels, and it's not even working the way that I want. Here's the two new sketch covers that I got today, and what we're gonna be finishing right here.
Joseph says,
yeah.
And I was just both you and Joe sent the show to me. Hey, you know what? I guess that's because we both wanted you to be here.
Yeah. We always want Ellie to be here. She better be here. This is what I be saying. Every show, she better show. All right. So we're going to get to coloring today. But what we're going to be finishing right now is the extreme darks that I had set up. And now all I got to try to do is remember exactly what it was I was doing.
Welcome in, Rem Grant.
Rem Grant. What up, bro? How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's good.
CXS Creations, welcome in, man.
Did you see my post on Instagram? Not Instagram. It was on Facebook. The cartoon block.
On the block.
Yeah.
With the cover. Yeah, I absolutely did. I even commented on it.
Yeah. Did you see the suggestion?
No, I did not. No, I did not. Now I want to go through and see the suggestions. So let's see.
God.
Cool job with the inks. I feel like his wrists and hands should be wider, like the Hulk's. What do you think? I can see that, but I've seen him in various ways, so maybe I'll try that next.
Trying to be nice.
I agree. CXS says, "Yo, twin, I'm working on this show. I'm on this now." So he's working on this exact cover.
Are you?
I wonder if he's doing the exact same type of cover with like Constantine and Swamp Thing.
Oh, are you doing Constantine too? If so, I'm going to take a little credit of that. Just a little. Not a lot, but definitely credit. I feel like I might just completely black all this out.
Right, I can see that and I can understand that. It's just like right there how you have it at the top. I kind of like what you're doing at the top because it makes it look like kind of like light still coming through like leaves and stuff like that. But then
Yeah.
as it gets like lower, it gets like denser, so the light's not going to pass through it.
Yeah.
And CXS says, no, I'm not going to copy. You inspired me to do this one.
I love that.
Inspiration, man. Absolutely, man. Inspiration's awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, CXS, was it you that was talking to Chokes this afternoon about like him not liking like black and white drawings and stuff like that? And Joseph says, I'm the one that suggested this. Oh yeah, Joseph, trust me, I absolutely remember who suggested this.
Oh yeah.
I know who it's going to too, so trust me on that. But hey, it's a great suggestion.
It is.
Alex J17, welcome in.
Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here because we low-key just had a whole technical difficulty, but we're about to get through and this is going to be a great show. And
yeah, absolutely.
Not only am I going to finish this cover, but I might even start another one. We don't know. We're just going to play it by ear.
Joseph says 11 better than the OG 37.
See? I know the OG 37 looked kind of weak. Look, you want to see what it looked like?
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Actually, let me put this in here.
Yeah, I was watching Chokes do some drawing for a little bit today.
Yeah.
I had a moment at my lunchtime, and yeah, he says he hates black and white drawings. Like, he does not like doing things just black and white and shades of gray. Everything that he wants to do has to have color in it.
I get that.
So I wasn't cutting him down or anything like that. I was just like, I told him, I said, I saw both sides.
Yeah.
Because I understand that, Joseph says Chokes is getting better. Better with opening up his emotional front or shutting, like better at his art style. Art, Joseph's laughing. So, yeah, I mean, what I saw, I thought he was doing really, really good. But no, I told Joseph, I think, me personally, each side, black and white and color, all they have their place,
Yeah.
So, and I mean, he talked specifically because I know I brought it up, like Frank Miller Sin City. I told him I didn't care for it, but
yeah.
I understand what they were going for was that detective noir kind of a feel about it. So it makes sense. I just don't like Frank Miller's art style. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people love his stuff, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to cut people down for their, art's subjective, right? Art is 100% subjective.
Yeah, it is.
So, I mean, I've done black and white pieces that, like, I did that one Batman one that's in my shop of the Batman. I kind of like the way that one turned out,
Yeah.
And Joseph says, old Frank Miller was really good. So if we're talking about, like, Frank Miller when he did, like, that Wolverine miniseries, he wasn't bad. I liked that style better than when he went and did, like, the Black Knight and then did Sin City, and I felt like that stylization that he did was just kind of lazy. CXS says, man, Frankie is my influence, but I respect you, bro. Dude, I totally understand. Like I said, he's very stylized, and there's nothing wrong with his style. It doesn't really fit me, but I can tell you straight facts. When I was a freshman in high school, I had one of those, like, wraparound printed shirts that was a Dark Knight return shirt. So I respected the hell out of the guy. I mean, I love his stories. I just don't care for his art.
Yeah. It is.
Hey, I'm not gonna knock the guy because guess what? The guy he's made a killing and he's made a hell of a living being a professional artist. I was gonna say a mediocre artist, but that's just my opinion.
It is an acquired taste, if you will.
Yeah, it's just not for everybody. But I mean, I know that's how, like, my art is. I know that's like the people that I sit there and say who were my influences. It's the same way. But I'm not knocking anybody's like choices. But I can tell you. Chokes really doesn't care for that style, like the black and white stuff. I don't mind it though. Joseph says, I really love Snake's art style. He reminds me of Maria Wolf. I'm going to have to look at Snake's style and try to squint to see the Maria Wolf in it.
Mm.
And I'm not saying he doesn't have that. I've never looked at his art style through that lens.
So with all you art connoisseurs in here, What would you guys say that my style reminds you of, if at all?
Ooh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Choose your card.
CXS says what?
Choose your words wisely, Joe.
Oh. No. He says he likes CXS likes him, and Mike Mignola's lighting is crazy. Like Frank now isn't my favorite, but back in the day, hell yeah. And Professor 2025 says Neil Adams. Neil Adams was classic. I mean, I was just trying to introduce D last night to I think the guy's name, and I'm probably gonna mess his name up, but Jose Luis Garcia. Man, I gotta look this guy up now. Yeah, Jose Garcia Luis. You know, like he was like an OG artist back in the day for DC Comics. Over by the way on YouTube, Diego Canty and Justin Ayub both say hi.
What's up?
And they said I liked and subscribed. So
thank you.
Welcome to those guys. CXS says a mix of David Finch and Jim Lee. No, I get that. Let's see. There's so many different. Joseph says Geoffrey does some sick, almost Jim Lee-like stuff. I would say I can understand that and see that. I think the stuff that I really like that Geoffrey does is, man, his inking style just blows me away.
Yeah.
I cannot ink like that, like with the brush and stuff like that, the way they do, and be so like free and liberal with it. I don't have it in me. I feel like I'm screwing everything up when I do that.
Joseph,
that kind of confidence is crazy.
Hold on one second, Joseph. Now, do you want color on this, or are you digging the way it's looking like right here? Because I can put color on it, but I feel like it might change the aesthetic of what we're going on right now. But what if I do like some highlights? What if I do like a red tie, the white smoke? What do you think?
Says yes. He says yes.
Yes, you want color?
He says no, not all color.
Okay, so what? So are you saying yes to like I do a red tie, red eye, white smoke? Yes. Okay.
So little blitz of color.
Okay.
Says Graves, you came through on some of my shows. Who does my art remind you of?
Oh my gosh, bro. So I feel like have. Oh my god, I wish I had like the names with the art style. I'm still learning. Like I can only call out the superficial names. You know what I mean? And what I'm gonna do when I visit your next stream, because I've been in there a few times. When I come back, I'll see it and I'll be able to call it out to you then. Okay.
Right. And Joseph says I was gonna say this black and yellow is so freaking amazing.
It is, right?
For your particular art style, I can't make a reference as to who to compare you to. Mm-hmm. And CXS says bet.
Yeah. When's your next show, bro?
Hey, Huffsy, welcome in.
Huff, what up, kid? When's your next show gonna be, bro?
CXS says Saturday, 8 a.m. I might do a random one tomorrow, though.
So tomorrow I gotta work, and then Saturday I'm working with my mod. But if we can catch your show after his, then
CXS,
I'll be there for sure.
At 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Central. What are we talking about? Eastern. Okay, so he'll be like 7 o'clock my time at like 5 in the morning for you. So if I can get up in time, I will check out his show as well.
Man, this looks so cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me kind of fix these. eyes a little
Yeah,
bit.
because there's no pressure. I know it's early. That's all right, man. I mean, that's why I kind of schedule my show on Saturday. I do like mine at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon my time, because I'm Central Standard here in the Midwest. But I did it so it's like not so early for D to be my moderator because he's on the West Coast. I didn't want him having to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Nobody really wants to do that. Hupsy says, I get up at 6 a.m. on Saturday. That's sleeping in for me. Well, what time do you normally go to work on Monday through Friday, though? Because I know for me on a Saturday, if I can sleep in, that's usually sleeping in for me is like 7:30. Because normally on Monday through Friday, I'm up by 5. But lately, he's been like working me like a dog on Friday night, so I want to sleep in on Saturday morning.
So. He's not wrong. I apologize.
That's all right. Huff says, yeah, he gets up at 6, but he goes to work at 6, but he's up by 5. Yeah. Joseph says, I'm so freaking amazing at the different artists and comic dealers that are hanging, helping like fundraisers. Dude, that's awesome. That's amazing. Hey, Joseph, if I can't get this one here, I'm working on done quick enough. I want to say by Monday, I will just, you've seen that one that's in my store, that Cobra Commander and Destro and Baroness. I'll just send you that one.
So, I want to see, because I want to make sure that I can like do it properly. So should we just sell a piece and then donate the proceeds, or what? Like, how exactly would you imagine the best way for us to support is?
Me personally, I think it's easier for me to send it to Joseph and Joseph just put it all up on their site for that stuff.
The piece?
Yeah, and
yeah.
everything just gets auctioned off.
Yeah.
And then obviously the hard part is if something didn't sell, then I guess you send it back to the owner.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I don't know how that works. But at the same time, it's just because if you and I sell it, then we have to ship it to whoever's going to get it. And I know like my first piece that I sent to the guy down in Florida, it took him almost 2 weeks to get it.
Uh-huh.
Joseph, you could do that if you want, or co-stream.
Okay. And it's April? Right?
April 12th, I think, is what he said. So that's a Friday. No, isn't it Friday? No, that's a Thursday. No, it's a Saturday. My bad. I'm retarded. Sorry about that. I definitely will not. I can. What time are you doing your show that day, Joseph? I hope you're not wrong about mail getting. I mean, we were talking about why it's like that. I looked it up, and it said the post office is trying like new stuff. 10 a.m. You're on the on the East Coast. Same as you were saying. Oh, okay. So I'm Central Standard. So yeah. So like it's almost 7:30 where I'm at. Yeah, exactly. So 7:27. So I'll watch it. I'll watch your show because yeah, I know Saturday usually I'm trying to stream like 1 o'clock. So, but yeah, like I said, if I can't get this done this weekend, I will send you the GI Joe one.
What I do know is I do want to participate. Like I want to help. I want to do something.
Absolutely.
So.
Joseph says Leno is popping on to do a remark, as in gay Leno. Art by Leno, yes. Holy H2O, welcome in.
All right, so I like how this black looks.
Joseph says, think he said his G.I. Joe cover. Awesome. That's cool. Hey, you never know. Maybe the G.I. Joe cover might complement the G.I. Joe thing. I might just send that one to you anyway.
Look at that. I like that little rim light. I like how that's working out.
Yeah, I do too. It looks awesome, dude.
All right. So we can do a full red tie. I did look up a reference, and it seemed like he had like a red and white striped tie. Let me look up a Constantine.
Tammy Nev, welcome in.
I think red will complement the red on the cover and his eye.
Yeah, I agree.
If we look at the movie, it's just a black tie.
Right.
But in the TV show, it was a red tie. What do you think, Josie? You want a red tie?
Me personally, I would go red.
I would too.
It's Joseph's call, so.
I like the red idea, though.
Joseph says most comics are red.
Okay, let's do red. It's funny, like, this doesn't seem like it has a regular red, but let's test this out. This says it's deep red. I don't necessarily want a deep red, but that seems good enough.
Well, and you might want a deeper red just so that like the yellow doesn't change it to like an orange.
You're right.
Joseph says, I really think the is so much better, not full color. No, you're right, dude. You're 100% right. I'm mistaken. This right here is exactly what Chokes was railing against. You know, with like how he's like, oh, I hate doing these black and white things, and then just like a splash of color that's like red, because this is exactly Sin City. Chokes would be going apeshit right now. Person says true.
I like how the yellow became the highlight.
Yeah.
And you know, honestly, I planned it out that way.
Rob Squatch, welcome in, man.
Welcome in. Thank you for joining us today.
Belly says, well, Joseph says, I knew you did, and, you know, playing it out that way. And Ellie says, that's looking amazing, but only gave you 2 fires.
Ellie. And you know, Ellie, I know your heart's in a good place, but because my moderator just won't let me live my best life, we're going to need at least 3 more fire emojis to balance out.
There, Joseph just dropped 6, so Joseph knows what's happening. Pups dropped a whole bunch of fire emojis, and I'm not entirely sure. Oh, fire trucks. I'm guessing those are fire trucks at the end of that.
Oh, yeah, that red tie looks phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah, it really breaks up the monotony, but I mean, it's perfect.
The monotony. It's phenomenal. And we're going to use some white pencil.
Don't forget you were going to do red on his eyeball, too.
I did.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I did.
How says red pops so hard against that yellow? Oh, I see it, yeah.
And we're going to get a white pencil. I'm going to use white pencil. Or, okay, so I can start with white pencil and then I can go in it with like Jelly Roll or the Sharpie. We'll see which one is most
Huff said,
efficient.
Joe, get the magnifying glasses out. Just so you know, sometimes I have to. So I got my cheaters right here at my drawing desk. So
I call them the CNI dogs.
yeah, so yeah, you're not wrong because some of us old farts, our eyeballs are failing us.
So I'm gonna get rid of some of the these pencil lines. I still want to go in and see if I can do some shading a little bit.
So CXS is asking how you like the Sharpie Creatives. I'm thinking of switching to them.
Is that these
That's
ones?
That's the ones that you and I talked about. Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, I like them. I think they're very what's the word? Pigmented.
I think this is my thing is I don't care for them. However,
Wow.
I think they have hold on, but I think they have a really good place. I just don't like using them. I like them better than Posca because with Posca, you have to shake them up, and Posca can give you a lot of streakiness, and I think the Sharpies don't do that at all.
Joe, after this show, we're gonna have to have a conversation about how we always need to be on the same page because you just sometimes you say, hold on, let me finish.
Hold on, let me finish.
Nah, you clearly went against what I said. I don't like that.
I think they do a great job in coverage because they're nice and even with what they're putting down. Like you said, they're very pigmented, and I think that's where they excel at like over Posca. But I don't care for Posca that much either. I mean, I think they have their place, but CXS he doesn't pay me enough anyway. But at the same time, I'm sacrificing my pay to not get blocked.
There you go. And the fact that you put my business out there about how much I do or don't pay you, Joe, that's another conversation we're gonna have to have, man. Like you wildin'. You wildin'.
I'm compensated very well.
You're a victim. All right, so I'm lightly erasing some of these pencil lines. That way, when you do get this cover, it's as clean as possible.
Yeah. CXS, I would say if you're going to try the Sharpies out, try them on something you're not really wanting to keep, just to kind of see like how they. I've seen a lot of people use them, and every time I see them used to me, they look very flat. That's the best way I can describe it. They look very flat. So, like for example, if like he had wanted to use that red Sharpie on his tie, there's a good chance that like where D had done all that detail for the knot, that Sharpie would cover up all that detail. It would just look like a red Y.
All right, let me sharpen this pencil.
Susan says, damn, that red is fire. Oh, but it's only 3 fire emojis, so it's just pretty okay red.
All right, so I want to put some white on that on his shirt. He's got a white shirt on. Yes. Yeah, so grab a Ziploc bag and I'll put some in there for you. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Sorry.
CXS says I'm going to steal the red from his eyes from your bro.
Yeah, do that for sure.
Miss Corch, welcome in.
I'm not sure if the white is going to show up how we imagine it, Joe.
Yeah, I know. You might actually have to bust out one of those white Sharpies. Because I think like even like the jelly roll might not really show up that well.
We're gonna see. You're welcome. Here, put those away. Let me close this up. Let me try a little bit more with this pencil and see if. Yeah.
Is it working for you?
It's showing on camera.
If it is, I can't see it. So.
You can't see it?
No. Joseph says this is better than the bulk cell swamp thing that you did before.
Whoa, what? Did you call it bunked out?
Bulked out.
Oh.
Like all bulky.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like bunked out. Like, damn. Why you call my word bunked out? I'm
Dude,
still the
honestly,
artist.
I'm looking at the wrists on your swamp thing, and I'm like, what's wrong with those wrists? I don't get it.
Nothing. He just wants me to draw like him, and I don't. All right? We have a few viewers over here on Whatnot, and the same question for some of the people over on YouTube. How do you feel about this Hulk's, not Hulk, but the Swamp Thing size? Do you think he's got a good size on him?
I do.
I think so, but let's see what some of the viewers say.
Joseph says that he loves it.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't think that the white is showing up. I want to put some. I'm gonna try with these jelly rolls, and if not, then I know that for sure the.
Joseph says much better.
Yeah.
I think so too, because the jelly rolls, like as opposed to like the Sharpies, give the smoked out wispy kind of a feel because you can still see some of the yellow through it.
Yeah. I just got to be mindful not to get some of the ink pen, the lines.
Yeah.
I want the lines.
I think I figured out why I'm so opinionated with art and stuff like that, and telling people like techniques and things like that, and how things could potentially work.
Why?
Because I had heard a saying, and I think it completely makes sense. Those who can't teach.
Those who can't do teach, and those
correct.
who can't teach PE.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And let's face it, nobody's going to take PE lessons from me because I'm too fat. They're going to be like, this guy obviously doesn't know what physical education is. Yeah, I think that's turning out super good, dude.
Thank you, bro.
So I'm going to be honest with you.
Have you been lying to me this whole time?
Because that's all I ever am.
Right.
So when I sat there and I envisioned how this was going to look to smoke in my mind, how you would have done it, it was going to look completely different. And just like the shadowing that you did, like on his arms and with the foliage and everything around him, what you're doing has turned out way better than what was going on in my head.
Thank you. Sometimes you guys, you just got to learn how to take that as a compliment.
That's exactly what I was trying to give it to you too. Is like it's way, 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 way better. I really like how you're doing it a lot, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I also kind of feel like maybe Evan was trying to get you to draw like Rob Liefeld wrists or something.
I don't know. I don't really want to speak crazy, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Joseph says same for me, Joe. Graves is killing it. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I just don't see it because to me those wrists are.
I thought they were proportionate,
especially at the angle that they're at.
Yeah.
You know, because the angle that they're at is like that 3/4 kind of a view, so they're going to be a little thinner looking. It's not like you're looking at them straight on where they're like at their thickest.
Right.
So I don't know. I got his drawing book. I ordered that from him like a while back. It's sitting up on my shelf. Now I kind of feel like I almost like need to put like a Post-it note on the front of it and just as a reminder, put a disclaimer on it. It's like, view like, with a little bit of salt. May not be easy to digest. I've never even looked at his book. That I ordered it from him to kind of be polite. But I've never even looked at it.
Me too. But not to be polite because I had the intentions of looking at it. I haven't. Oh, yeah. This looks great. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, dude. I had every intention of looking at it. I had every intention of reading it and everything like that. And then by the time I got to it, I was like, kind of like, okay, so it's not his styling that I really wanted to learn from him. There were just certain things that he was doing, like the watercoloring, and I was hoping he was going to be dropping like pearls of wisdom and stuff like that about being in the professional industry, but that never seemed to happen.
Yeah. I think Constantine's red and white is a good call, team. Good call, team.
Oh, Creation says, who are we talking about? It's a guy we know who runs kind of like a community of people who would like to be better artists, and he's in charge of them all. He's a really good guy, and he runs a really great community. His name is Evan Burse. I won't talk shit about him or anything like that because I like him as, like everything he's ever done for me. He's always been really, really polite. He's always, like, whenever I've asked him about certain things, he's always tried to give me, like, realistic feedback and everything like that. So.
No, what do you got? Come here. Little shit. What do you got? Come here. Does he got something? Look at him trying to run. I don't know. Open his mouth. What do you got? Stupid. I saw him try to snatch it and run. Stupid dog. Sorry,
so, yeah,
guys.
It's all right. It's just a guy that me and it's actually a community that Anthony and I met on. What'd your dog have? An apple?
A napkin.
Oh, a napkin. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he needs more fiber in his diet.
No, he needs an ass whooping.
Joseph says it's so cool that Constantine stands out more on this.
Thank you.
Ellie says agreed. CXS says, Graves, some of your juju is rubbing off on me, bro.
Hey. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I don't want to go too crazy on the smoke, but
Joseph says that Graves is amazing.
thank you guys.
If
All
Joseph
right.
was a dog, his tail would be wagging right now. Joseph says, yes.
We're gonna.
That looks super sexy, dude. CXS has definitely been an inspiration for a beginner whatnot artist.
I'm a beginner, believe it or not. I just started this. When did we start?
Man, I don't. I'm gonna say late January, early February.
Right.
Because it was like right after the whole thing with like on YouTube dissolved.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna try. I want to do like because his pants are black technically. So I want to see if I can.
You know, put some gray in them.
Yeah.
Joseph says a few months for sure.
Yeah. It hasn't been long for me.
It's been 2 weeks for me. Actually, Saturday will be my third show, so.
You're getting there, bro.
Yeah, I'm just debating on what I'm going to do this Saturday, so. CXS says 3 weeks for me, so yeah. CX and I are probably running neck and neck, so.
I'm gonna have you guys. I'm gonna have you guys like freaking chokes. I need you guys to change your profile picture to the Graves profile picture.
Almost vintage. Welcome in, man. Yeah, I made sure I'm following CXS this time, so this way I can get the notification for a show on Saturday.
Yeah. Joseph, I think you got a nice little piece right here, bro. So I started asking the room our last show And we didn't get a chance to get into it. But what's the next cover? I'm thinking, honestly, truly, I'm thinking about doing a Ultimates cover with Black Panther on there. How
I
you
think that'd
guys
be
feel
cool.
about that? You know what? This isn't showing up the way that I want, though, because the Copics have been letting me down.
It looks fine. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it looks like it's darker than like the coat.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. I'm also trying not to like ruin the cover.
Right. Because yeah, you can saturate it too much, it'll bleed through.
I got the board under, so we're good. But
Awesome. Oh, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's one I did a while back. So, Joseph says, I'm glad you did the pants.
yeah, good call.
Yeah, you have no idea how many times I hear people tell me that when I go to work. Thank you, Joe, for wearing pants today.
Freaking Joe.
Joseph says Joe is on a roll. Joe got some sleep last night, so Joe's not feeling too horrible today.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Joseph says, damn, great tastic.
Grave-tastic. I love it.
You know what? I can't wait for you to get that label maker to work.
Why you gotta? Why you bring that up?
Because I just when he said "Grave Tastic" and "Welcome in John Barry," it made me think about like your hair dryer that you bought for when you're doing watercolor, and you can see like the somebody else's product label like on the side of it, and I kept saying like you need to like cover that up and put like a sticker over it that has like Graves art, like on that, and that'd be perfect for that. This way it looks like your own, like hair dryer, or watercolor dryer. Technically, you're in the same boat I am, so yeah, you don't need a hair dryer either. So, but an art dryer.
I don't want to put a lot of black up here. I want a lot of the light to be up there.
Right. I would, the only thing I was thinking about what you might want to do is put some dark around, like where like Constantine's head is at, so that like his hair doesn't blend letting so much in the swamp things back. Does that make sense?
It does. I'm working on it now.
I gotta start writing stuff down. I'm starting to get too many ideas about things I want to draw. CXS says, Graves, I just sent you a pic of my Swamp Thing. You inspiring.
Yes. I'm about to look right now. Give me one
Try to
second.
share. Yeah, try to share because I would love to see it myself.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. That makes them stand out.
Absolutely, dude.
Let's see. Oh yeah. I'm gonna show you right now. Look.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
like that
that's dope, bro.
No kidding.
I like how you went bold with the vines and stuff. I just did a lot of implied. That looks good.
Yeah, I like that. I like how he did like the mouth and stuff like that. That's very, very nice.
Look at this. I think I'm done. Joseph, what are you thinking? This is yours, buddy. I don't want to overcook it. Wow.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
So, yeah, Papa Smitty's got me thinking about that COA thing, that certificate of authenticity, and I'm kind of wondering if it's something I really need to look into, or if it's something I'm just kind of like, I don't really need. But I know some people really want it.
Have you come across any?
Not for me personally, but I have seen like on other people's streams,
Yeah.
people asking for it.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
So that's the only reason why I sat there and said it hasn't happened to me personally, but I've seen it happen. So it just kind of tells me it's just like, well, just because I haven't been in a car accident doesn't mean I shouldn't be prepared in case I am in one.
I hear you.
Joseph says there are a few that like to get the books slabbed. I don't even know what that means.
Like encased, right?
Yep. So, like, do they basically you send them the book and then they get it like encased, or are they expecting you to send it to them encased?
Well, not necessarily like sending it to them encased, but I don't know. I think you can encase it and send it to them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that costs.
I don't know. It's a good question, though.
Well, I mean, I guess for me right now, I don't even have to worry about that because I don't have any sketch covers. I haven't even bought them. I have two, but I was going to send them to you. So
Are you really?
yeah, I really am.
Because you can definitely use them for yourself.
Dude, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to be real. Joseph says, you or they send to get graded and encased. Graded and encased. Okay. No, I'm definitely going to send them to you because I might do like covers at some point, but right now it's definitely not a me thing.
Yeah.
Geoffrey has an option to do that. Oh, so he sends it off to get it graded and stuff like that, and then they send it to the customer?
They send it back to him, and then he sends it out.
Oh boy, that sounds complicated.
I like it.
I do too.
I like it. I think I'm gonna stop messing with it before I like do something.
Yeah, I think you need to stop messing with it too. Joseph, I think it's like $75 that he sends after he is done. So is that $75 on top of what it costs to have him do a cover? Oh yes. So wow.
um, I feel like there's something that I need to do.
Like your day.
Yeah, that's right. All right, you guys. So we got this.
Joseph says my son had him do one. Oh, I got a Smitty messaged me today when he got like that piece that I sent him, and he did not realize how I signed my name. So he was the way he said it. I think he kind of liked the way I signed my name. So he says I signed my name like I'm doing graffiti art.
Yeah.
Joseph says awesome.
Awesome.
I agree with you. I think it's super sexy. I wasn't sure how that yellow was really going to turn out with this, but every time I see these colored ones that you're doing, I like them better than the solid white ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't sign my actual name. I've always used a pseudonym whenever I do my art. So I always sign my art Zero. So I just do like a stylized, Zero. So one of these days, I keep thinking I should get like a shirt that actually has it like printed on the back of it or something like that across my shoulders or something, like just like a normal colored shirt with like this, Zero logo or like my signature on it. But that might be like so, like too much love, too narcissistic maybe. I was thinking about like maybe I get one that's like a polio shirt, that has like the zero like right over like where the like the little gator would normally go.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm kind of like I don't wear polo shirts, so that would just sit in the closet.
All right, we're done with that. Joseph, thank you for your support, bro. How would you rate that? 1 to 10, or 1 to 5 fire emojis?
I put like a fire emoji, an X, and a 100 after it.
There you go.
That's me personally, though.
I definitely got to take a picture of this.
Absolutely, dude. And you need to make sure that gets posted to the block. So exactly, Joseph put 100 in the fire.
I can already tell you he's going to be like, oh, I noticed that you put shading. Why didn't you put shading on the face?
Whatever. CFS says fire. I'm on the phone with the wife, so I'm MIA.
It's all good, bro. Thank
That's how
you.
it works, dude. That's how it works.
All right. So, Joseph, we're going to let's get you a fresh bag and board. And then we're going to package this up for you. So you're going to get a fresh bag and board. And this was such a good idea. I'm so glad that you suggested it.
Yep, sometimes you gotta trust in what the customer wants, right?
Sometimes.
He says it's my favorite piece from you.
Thank you. I think it might be my favorite piece as well. Like my pieces have evolved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you guys the other covers that I've done. Let me package this up so it doesn't get dirty or smudged or anything.
Hey, Wood, welcome in. You know what kind of genre that Swamp Thing is?
What?
It says right there on the cover, sophisticated suspense.
Sophisticated suspense. Fresh bag for you. It's got the signature on there. I like the way Swamp Thing looks. Damn.
Yeah.
I like the implications over here.
Yeah. That's what I like about it is I like the shadowing because the shadowing is just letting your eye like fill in the detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. All right, so that is officially sketch cover number 6. Sketch cover number 6. My first sketch cover was the Spider Gwen. My second cover was Batman that I did for Custom Cut Creations or Custom Cut Comics. This is the third one.
Right. Joseph says Swamp Thing is one of their top faves, and plus Constantine.
Constantine. So I love the magic. I did this all in watercolor. This is available for sale. It's in the bin if anybody wants to pick that up. The next one I did was the Superior Spider-Man, and this is marker and watercolor in the background, I think. I did watercolor on the back. Now this one is not available, but this is all marker.
Well, that one's going to Smitty, right?
If he ends up following through. And then this one, I love the evolution. I feel like I'm getting better. Each cover I do, it's just a little bit better.
Yeah, because I know the first couple times you're super hesitant. Now you're getting where you're very comfortable doing. You know, you're figuring out exactly what kind of like what the page will actually take.
Yeah.
You know?
Joseph said he loves that magic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
100% for sure.
Thank you. I have a few more of her that I need to do. So I'm going to package this up and send it out to you. How are we looking on time?
I'm still good for at least another 45 minutes.
Okay. So while I have you guys, let's work on another Let's work on. I feel like I want to change this up a little bit. Oops. I I want to work on another sketch cover, but I also need to get this completed, which I can definitely finish this later. So, do you guys want to look at the other sketch covers that I have available?
Joseph says, "Sent you a stupid sketch I just did. LOL."
Can I show everyone? Or do you want to keep it just between? Sure. I love That's funny. I I can just get some of this. I still feel like I'm trying to really get this pink the way that I want, but it's okay.
Plankton magic is what he said. So,
Let's do this on another layer. So, Joe,
yes.
you have a good idea of what other sketch covers I have. Do
Yeah.
you do you have any like ideas of what we should work on next?
I really like the idea of you doing the ultimates with you were talking about with like a
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther and Blue Marvel and that kind of jazz.
Yeah.
I really like that idea a lot. And I'm going to tell you straight up, you're probably going to like start to bankrupt Papa Smitty. Because he's going to catch wind that you're doing that particular cover like that, and you've got two of his favorite characters on that cover.
Right. We'll see. We'll see after. So I did get some some reference for Blue Marvel.
Right.
I like how he looks with the cape.
Right.
I
But
like
not
that version
but
of him.
not in that but not in the costume where he. Oh, that is the costume where he has like the helmet.
Is it? I think so. I
But
think
I
it
think
might be.
but he has like that version of that costume where he's not wearing the helmet.
Uh-huh.
So it just kind of depends on like your. I like I said I can go either way. I like the one that Papa Smitty had me draw only because it's like Wonder Man back in the '80s when Wonder Man was coming out, and they had changed his costume to give him like kind of like this red coat with like kind of black, like kind of like jumper pants or whatever it is. His costume looked more like an adventurer than it did a superhero. It just looked more, I don't know. I don't want to say realistic because it's not really what I'm going for, but it just looked different, and that's why I kind of liked the that one particular. Oh, Dabber Jones is raiding with a party of 4.
Hey, thank you for the raid. You're catching us at like a cool down period right now. We just finished doing a dope sketch cover for my homeboy Joseph, and right now I'm just kind of finishing doing some coloring.
Dabber Jones says Earthworm Jim's sick, and Zero Chili says
Yo, thank you for the raid. Honestly, I appreciate you guys for being here. Go ahead and drop one of those follows if you can. We're going to be doing a bunch of artwork over this summer. I'm so excited. And the voice that you're hearing is my moderator, Joe, the mod extraordinaire. So give him a follow too if you don't mind. He also does the stream on Saturday, and I moderate for him. Definitely worth it. He's a solid dude, a hell of an artist. It's great. It's great
Uh,
times.
I appreciate all that. I don't know if I agree with it all, but
You don't have to agree with it.
that is correct. It's all your opinion. So
Thank
that's
you
what we're
for the
talking about.
follow, Zero Chili.
Zero Chili, you're gonna start watching D stuff, and you're gonna be very impressed. So
That's what we hope.
yep. Zero
That's
Chili,
what we
just to
hope.
let you know, D does both traditional and digital art, and he
Yes.
dabbles in a lot of different types of traditional art. He doesn't just stick to like one medium. He likes bouncing it around and hitting markers and watercolor and a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Check the bin for anything that you might like. Any requests that you I need to start putting um like you said, some of the stuff in the bin. I'm getting to that point. I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready.
Zero Chili says, "I thought the voice was an AI that you programmed."
Like Jarvis.
Well, if that's the case, you program this AI bot with an IQ of 79.
Like Jarvis. It's funny because one of his nicknames is the voice.
Right? Yeah, I saw like did you see where like they were talking they showed like a video I think yesterday they released showing like a lot of the people that are already scheduled to be in like the new Avengers like Doom War or Doom World, whatever it is. So yeah, they have a lot of people that's in that. So
really,
yeah, some of them are like X-Men, some of them are Avengers, some of them are Fantastic Four. So they have a little bit of everything, and because they were doing this whole thing where they were showing like those kind of like those chairs that like the directors and stuff sit in, and they have like your name across the back.
Yeah.
And they were going through like a bunch of them, and I mean, they even had the guy who plays Namor, and the Shuri Black Panther. She's going to be in it. So
I
they were
thought
going
she
through
got out of acting. Like,
who knows?
isn't that what like she it was too
I tell you what,
dark?
somebody throws a bunch of money at you. There's a good chance you're going to say, you know what, I changed my mind.
That'd be the problem right there.
Yeah. But they go through and they're showing like a bunch of chairs, and they all have these names and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then and then like the last chair says Robert Downey Jr. and he's sitting in it, and I think he kind of does like the whole hush, like shh, don't tell anybody. So.
Man, Downey Jr. is gonna start making me mad. He eating it up. He's just eating it up,
Well, this is the problem. Is like when you sit down to a feast, what are you supposed to do?
That's right.
Like, dude, this is a buffet. Yeah. I'm supposed to keep eating.
That's right. That's right.
CX says, yo, I got to go chill with the wife. It was dope drawing with you guys. So, well, with you, not me. But CX, thank you for hanging out, dude. And it's always good to draw when other people are drawing.
For real, bro. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
That's my thing, dude. If I wasn't moderating and this was going on in the background, that's what I do when I watch like K's or anybody else's stuff. Spanglers is I listen to it in the background, I watch what they're doing, and I'm drawing at the same time.
I be doing that too. You think I should go all black?
CXS dropped an emoji, but I can't see it.
He did a salute.
A salute. There you go.
Let me see if this works.
Yeah, there's the sad thing is the people. It's not so much the people that are in the new Avengers movie. That's like they announced. That's like awesome. It's like more perplexing the people that weren't announced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who wasn't announced?
Like none of the Spider-Mans. Like so. Yeah. So
What's
yeah,
his name? Tom
so
Holland.
yeah, there's no Tom Holland. So let's see. Right now, this is who's been announced for the moment. Vanessa Kirby, who's playing Sue Storm in the new Fantastic Four. Now, Chris Evans, Pedro Pascal, Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh, Joseph Quinn, Chris Hemsworth, even Mark Backrack. That's the guy who's playing the Thing. Anthony Mackie, David Harbour. Some of these people are not like there's no Moon Knight, there's no Daredevil, there's no Scarlet Witch, there's no Paul Bettany. I had heard that they're saying that the guy who plays the Sentry is going to be in it, but I think that's speculation. So. But let's see. They also said other people that were announced. Let's see. I'll go through the list. Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Mackie, Vanessa Kirby, Paul Rudd, Florence Pugh, the guy who played Namor, the guy who played Shang-Chi, Sebastian Stan, Letitia Wright, Evan Mock Backrack, Kelsey Grammer, what's her name? Oh yeah, that's right. Ian McKellen has been Patrick Stewart. The one that actually kind of got me excited was Alan Cumming is going to be. It was announced. He had a chair there.
Who?
And, he's the guy who played Nightcrawler in the second X-Men movie.
Oh.
So Channing Tatum was announced. Rebecca Romaine was announced as Mystique. She's going to be there. Tom Hiddleston's going to be back as Loki. Winston Duke's going to be there as M'Baku. So,
okay.
So I mean, they've got a lot of people, but I mean, and that's great. I feel like it's just setting it up to where it's okay, they can either. I mean, there's going to have to be more people. That's just as how it's supposed to be. There's got to be more people,
Yeah. Who are you most excited about?
I really like the fact that Alan Cumming is coming back as Nightcrawler. I was really super excited about that. That one really got me super excited. And Tom Hiddleston coming back as Loki. And obviously, I mean, one of the persons that I forgot to, but you and I talked about that already was Robert Downey Jr. But
good old RDJ.
Yeah.
So this thing is yellow.
But yeah, there's no Doctor Strange in this. There's no Scarlet Witch. There's some of the big guns. I mean, there's no Star-Lord. There's no Guardians of the Galaxy. There's I don't even know if Benedict Wong is going to be in it.
They're going a whole different direction, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, it kind of feels like there's no Hulk.
Yeah. So
I understand going a whole different direction, but I feel like if you're gonna hand off the baton to into another direction, yeah, you should have a lot of people there, or the people that got you there should all be there to hand it off. Kind of as a say goodbye, instead of you sitting there wondering I wonder what happened to
Yeah. I get you.
I mean, the chick who plays Monica Rambeau, she's not listed. I'm like, okay, wasn't she stuck in that same universe with the X-Men? You'd think that somehow, way, shape, or form, they would reference her.
We're gonna have a circle.
But I'm sure the Russos will pull something out of their butt and make everything work.
Has there been any one of their movies that you've been just dissatisfied with?
I've only seen 3 of their movies, so out of the 3 I've seen, no.
No, they haven't left.
No. Yeah, all three that I've seen. I mean, the three that I've seen was Infinity War, Endgame, and they did one on Netflix with I can't even think of the name of that movie. It was a spy movie that was on Netflix that was pretty good. It had Chris Evans as the bad guy. So
Oh man, you want to know one thing? I haven't really seen a lot of Chris Evans like movies, to be honest with you.
I've seen like 3 or 4 other movies where he's not. Like
A
Captain America.
superhero? Yeah.
And one of them, oh, let's see, one of them was like a romantic movie, and I thought that one was actually pretty good.
Uh-huh.
So,
You love those rom-coms, don't you?
this one was accidental. It had that one chick that was married to Chris. Lord, I can't think of her name. She was in that scary movie, the blonde chick.
Oh yeah, Anna Faris.
Yeah, Anna Faris. She was in it, so it was a funny rom com. It was actually really good. But I just came across it completely by accident. So I am trying. I saw him in Knives Out. He was good in Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Yep.
That was the like the murder mystery, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
haven't gotten like 10 minutes into that movie. Is it really good?
It wasn't bad. It's not bad. It's the movie that I was talking about that I saw on Netflix is called The Gray Man. That one was actually really good. That one was really, really good. So that one's on Netflix, and so if you got a hot minute to watch, that one's definitely worth watching. Let's see, what was the name of? Oh yeah, he was in Scott Pilgrim, and that was pretty good.
He was for a little bit.
I saw him in Push, and that one was a good movie. That was the one where he had like psychic powers, like a lot. That one wasn't that one. And the one that I saw him in with Anna Faris is called "What's Your Number."
I feel like my favorite movie with him outside of like the superhero movie that we know and love.
Right.
Wasn't he the one with Oh Girl where he answered the phone and she was like kidnapped? He was like a beach boy, and it was like payphone, not payphone because that's all in the payphone, but cellular. I think it was cellular.
Yeah, he was in cellular, like with what's his balls. We were talking about him the other last night.
Nikki 2029. Hello, how you doing? Yeah. How you doing? That was a good movie, bro.
Yeah. Also, he was in The Losers, which I really liked The Losers a lot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've never seen The Losers was a stupid good movie. Nikki 2029 says hi. How's it going, Nikki?
Hello.
Nikki says, how much does it cost to draw one Power Ranger?
One Power Ranger? What size do you want it? My sketch cards go for $15.
And what size are those sketch cards?
So the 2x3.
And does that include like ink and color, or is it just pencil?
Nah, it'd be ink and color.
There you go. Ink and color on a 2x3 for $15. That's the starting price.
So I want it on the gift card like you have it.
I want it on a gift card like you have it in the shop shown.
Okay, so look, this is a 2x3. This is a 2x3, and then the other ones are 3x5. I'll show you one of them. These ones that are actually in the bin, these are 3x5 size.
Nikki says, because I have 4 of them for $50, how much on that card?
I still have 4 of them for 50. How much on that card? So this was it was the group. You can get all 5 of these for 50. if that makes sense. I bundled them together, and this is a 3x5.
And so she says, how much in that size for just one?
This is 3x5, and this would be 20. So I lowered the price to $10 a piece for the bundle, right? But if you're just doing one, it's 20. The 3x2, those are $15. I'm sorry.
Nope, you're back, so you're all good.
I noticed something about the Yellow Ranger drawing. What did you notice? Message me. Message me, and we can, if you want something, then we could talk it out. Do you think I should put some white on Ellie's? Remember? Because the Posca actually worked pretty good. Maybe I could put some white lines on this.
Yeah, I mean, okay, and I'm just going to throw out what my idea was. Right after Nikki says, you forgot to add the teeth on the helmet because that's the saber-toothed tiger.
Oh no, did I? Um. Oh, I did. I see. I can add that.
Okay, so what I was thinking, like, and follow my logic, and you can say, Joe, I don't like that idea, you're dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was thinking of is to try to brighten up the background or separate the Mew from the background, is to do like a border of the white around it, but then like around kind of like the head, like almost have like electricity kind of like shooting out, you know what I'm saying, like in different directions. You know, almost like it like has power like radiating from, you know, because it's psychic.
So like an umbrella around the head, but a full border.
Not like an umbrella, but actually like if you think of like put your fingers out and then like in each direction of your fingers, like electrical, kind of like going that way. But then like because it's like electricity, they can kind of like connect in spots. You know. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. It makes sense. So what I will do is the white border around the figure to separate it.
Nikki says, so depending on which ranger, that's how much it costs. Or
no, like just periods. I can do a ranger for you. It's the size that you're paying for. So if you want a 3x5, then it'd be $20. If you want a 2x3, it'd be $15. But that is a good catch on the Yellow Ranger. I completely did not notice that.
I would not have caught it because I'm not that into rangers. I mean, I know people that are. Obviously, Nikki is, but I would not have caught it.
Thank you so much for that catch, though, Nikki.
Absolutely. Because now you can go back and fix it. And then you can re-upload it.
I can. I love it.
So, you know, the two teeth are both silver colored.
I didn't. For the Yellow Ranger?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fix that.
Yep.
Thank you. You're the best. That might be why no one bought him.
Nikki says, is it okay if I send him a picture?
Of course.
I think I must be the only person in the world that can't get my jelly roll to flow like that.
No, because remember I was complaining about the same thing, bro.
Yeah, but you've got it figured out now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
C. Grog, welcome in.
Welcome in.
Art by Geoffrey. Oh, man. We got royalty in here now.
Jeff, yo, let me show you Joseph's sketch cover, man.
Ellie says it just keeps getting better and better.
I'm glad you think so. I'm gonna be sending her this soon, and I'm gonna send her a pack of sketch cards too.
Sketch cards that you cut out, or like
no,
so,
like a brand new pack.
Nikki says I just sent you 2 messages, and Ellie sent you some emojis that I can't see.
I'm gonna send.
Ellie says they're hard hands. I was thinking something completely different, but mine were dirty thoughts, so just ignore me.
I'm gonna send Ellie a fresh pack of sketch cards for her to work on. All right, Geoffrey, check this out.
I don't know if he's still here or not.
Oh no, did he leave already?
It says he's still here, but no, he says he's there. Like my notification disappeared, but yeah, he says he's here.
Where the heck is the thing?
Yeah, I saw he was on earlier, and I couldn't watch because I was driving at work. And I was like, ooh, so.
I was watching him a lot last night. Oh, I sat it over there.
Jeffrey says, what is that trash? Oh, I'm just kidding. Jeffrey says, oh my gosh.
I think it came out all right.
I do too, dude. And I think you did it right because Jeffrey immediately recognized. He says, that's John Constantine.
Yeah.
And Ellie says it's amazing. And I feel like you did it right when other people recognize who the characters are.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm going to check my messages. And we're going to wrap up with the show. Oh, yeah. I see exactly what she means. Saber-toothed tiger. That makes sense.
Jeffrey says, love the inks. Brush, question mark?
So I used a brush pen. Well, not like a brush pen like you, but I used the brush tip of this. Where is she? Nikki, 2029. Thank you for that picture. I see exactly what you mean.
See, this is Jeffrey's noticing all this stuff. That's why I ordered that ink brush, because I want to be like Jeffrey. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. Because Jeffrey was the giraffe. Anyway, never mind. Jeffrey says, such control and power. It's in such small hands. And then Jeffrey's LOLing. So
right. I wish it was a brush like what you be using. I want to be like what's his name, and use one of these. Joey Lee.
Joey Lee?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you what, I watched like Jeffrey, the way he does the inks, and like I said, with the brush, and he's so free with the control and everything, and I think about that in my hands. I'm like, yeah, I would have already screwed it all up.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's the ones I actually ordered, Jeffrey. The Kurataki. Yeah, I ordered like a pack of 5 of them, and then, so yeah.
This is going to be the next cover, and I'm going to do. So I have 5 of them. I can do like 2 on each, but I definitely want a Black Panther. I'm going to do Blue Marvel, and I'm going to do the 3 girls too. I don't know if I'm gonna do a group picture. I'm sorry, I'm all off screen. I don't know if I'm gonna do a group picture with all of them, or if I'm gonna pair them up. I want Black Panther to have one all to himself.
Jeffrey says, do it big, Zen.
This is something that you would do, Geff. You would do all this craziness, bro. It's too advanced for me. But I do think I can do that. Or that. Or that. I do like Galactus in the background too. That's wild. This is going to be our next one, Joe.
Okay, perfect. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. I'll be honest with you, I was hoping you were going to say that.
Yeah, that's going to be our next one.
Jeffrey says, well, I'll be watching. You're going to do it now?
No. I wish. No, I'm not going to do it now. But I do think we'll do it on our next show. Well, maybe not Monday. I have to check what my schedule is because I do know that Saturday we're going to be doing your show. And then Monday we'll probably be starting on Maggot, I think, for Smitty.
Papa Smitty.
Yeah.
Yep. So what is and by the way, Jeffrey says fudge. What about tomorrow night?
So tomorrow night, I'll be like off late, so I won't be off until after 7:30. How late? How late do you have? Maybe I can do the sketch on it.
I will stay up with you tomorrow night if that's what you want. I don't have a problem doing that. I mean, because I did it for you last week, I'll do it again for you this week.
What about with the fam?
With a what?
With the fam.
That's up to everybody else. So that would be you starting your show at like what, 8 o'clock your time or 8:30 your time. So that's 10:30 Central and 11:30 Eastern.
Yeah, so it'd be fairly late. But we can. So yeah, let's start the sketch then.
Yeah, we can start the sketch.
Or if I get ahead of it because it'd be so late, I can start the sketch and then we can ink it on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that'd be cool.
Ellie's giving you eyeballs, by the way, and said that he's being lazy.
Who's being lazy?
I absolutely love how there is light and dark purple in the background.
I do too. I do like that. Ellie, do you just want me to outline it like this, or did you want me to have some brain waves coming out?
Brainwaves, kind of like what Kay does on her stuff.
Not like that, but kind of.
I told her one time that her brainwaves looked like croissants, and she was like, "What?"
That's Joe for you.
Jeffrey says he's got to run, fellas. Have a great stream. Jeffrey, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, G. I appreciate you stopping by.
You do whatever you want. You can use any Pokemon power. And then Ice Lioness is rating with a party of 3.
Ice Lioness, wow, thank you. It's a shame you're catching us like right at the end of the stream, though. Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm just finishing doing an outline for Ellie, who's one of our good viewers, good friend of the channel. This is for her.
Ice Lioness says, "Oh, you are welcome." And Ellie says, "I need one of those white pens. They're just jelly rolls with a G."
It is.
Go to Hobby Lobby, go to Michael's. You can buy them in packs of 3. Sometimes you can go to like Walmart and buy them in packs of 3 too.
This is what we finished for Joseph. We finish this on stream. I got one of your messages. I got your message, Nikki. I was actually talking to you. Maybe you didn't hear me. Thank you so much because that's definitely helpful. So I'm gonna have to redo. I'm gonna redo all my Power Rangers anyway. I feel like I could do better at this point. We did these on live. All right. Let's see if we can raid somebody. Do you want to raid somebody, Joe?
Absolutely.
Let's see if anybody is streaming right now. Spangler, he's got 3 people. Evan Scott with 2. Let's go ahead and hit. Oh, recently rated. We're going to do Evan. He's supposed to be giving me some blanks.
Okay.
Hey, if you want, when I get the money, I can buy those drawings from you and I can just draw the tooth one on by myself. Message me. Message me, Nikki. Message me. All right, we're going to rate this guy.